Morning, everybody. So, sun is shining. It looks like a beautiful day, and we're here. So I hope everybody is fit and well this morning. Lovely cup of coffee. So we shall see how many of you got right last night's homework. Right, yeah. Right, so we've got 26 people here and 1 like. Oh, not very good start. Okay. Right-o. Let's see what we've got. Morning, so-called Geordie. Good morning, Jeremy. Have you done your homework? Well, I actually give you lot the homework, which was somebody who was president who has used offensive language in front of the cameras. Yeah, Benny, I was chatting to somebody this morning and I gave them a little tiny project. So we'll see what happens. They're given a time limit of 48 hours to get back to us. So there we go. I'm not going to tell you who it is. I'm just saying I've contacted somebody and they're going to get back to me in 48 hours. So there we go. Benny, I can't do every single bit myself. There's only like 24 hours in a day, Benny. And you know that as well as I do. And the apps are going to be tested, and then once they're tested and it says it's come back clean, they will be sent. So that's for the apps. And also one sec. The Mighty Magpies, that's going to be a bit tricky, but it's still there. It's still possible. Dan, good morning. Pond, good morning. Is this another false app release date? No. You will know when they are live. I will do a post and you'll know. So there you go. None of this makes sense. Right. I said to you that I've made contact with somebody and they've given me 48 hours to reply. So that's one thing. The apps are going to be put into Pro, where I'm going to have to pay for them to be tested and make sure the code works, and then they get deployed. Yes, Saturday or Friday, whichever comes first. Hopefully it's Friday, and then I will do a video when I've been created an account, so you know where to find it. And yeah, well, as Dan says, Friday does come first. Yeah, very correct. And that's the timeline. And then I can say to those at the job centre, this is live, that's live, and this is me working towards coming off. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, come on, man. Oh, man, my knee. Yeah. Sometimes I struggle to get up. I was like the same on the bus yesterday. What an embarrassing day yesterday was. Who would have believed it? And back in the city centre tomorrow. So it's a case of up early, test, go in, create an account, and then say to use here and here. And make an inquiry to see whether I can get them onto iTunes and Play Store. Now I forgot to show you something yesterday, so I'm going to show you now. So, can you all see? Let me know if you can see that in chat. Nope, I haven't paid. Well, that's from Ladbrokes, isn't it? It's a bookmakers, isn't it? Now, that's a price, because you remember last night's video where I was speaking about the club being ultra top secret. And what happened was I got my message, my email, to say about this coming season's club membership. And I thought, I'm paying £37. Or it may have gone up, but I'm paying like £37 for a membership. And I can't get to a game. So that's why I was like a little bit fiery yesterday and the other day. Because when you're throwing good money at the club, then nothing's happening. So that's why I was a little bit miffed. That's why I did the video. And the one thing I said yesterday is this. And a lot of people on American television networks have said the same thing. And that is that part, which was part 7 of last night's video. That's the first time that the president has ever swore on camera. Which is why the title was what it was. Did I buy that kit? Sure I did. Let's have a test. So yeah. Right, we've got 29 here. And so-called Geordie, there's a difference between how apps and games work. Yeah, I would expect that. Now, the one thing which I looked into last week, there are platforms. Polygon's one, and the other is Solana, which are both crypto, and they have a community of, one has 1.4 million, which is Polygon. I'm not quite sure how big the community is on Solana, but I'm assuming it's pretty big. Dargaz, Paul, have you ever heard we agreed to sell Isaac? He's got 3 years left on his contract. Sorry to burst the old bubble a bit, but he's got 3 years left on his contract. So yeah. That hopefully will be tomorrow, and as soon as it is live, I'll post a video to show you it's live, and that's when I've created the very first account. Paul, there's a slug on the wall behind you. Yeah, and it's got teeth. Jackson, do you watch boxing? I used to watch the heavyweight boxers, and seen a lot of boxers in my time, Jack. Morning all, what have I missed? Well, you missed a little bit of music. I'm trying to find a set of headphones I can plug the little box of tricks into, so it goes through the laptop, and there's another laptop coming because my Dell has 8 gigabyte of memory, and the new one will have 32 gig of memory. See, we signed a Korean lad. Yeah, I think he's 18 years old. And if he's anything like that lad who, who was it, man? Who is it? Southampton he played for. He was a bloody good player. And what's this? David Kenny. Paul seen a lot of boxers in his time. Yeah, I have many. Universal credit is saying. So what's that? What state are these apps currently? Now waiting to be tested. They're just sitting waiting, and they will be. Been looking at the transfer shows on YouTube. Big fan of Ho Ni John and another Korean lad. Right, Paul. If it's your own app, why can't you do some testing? Well, you know I haven't got the skills. So, that's what I've been saying to you. You know for a fact that I'm gonna have to pay a fee for them to be tested, comes back clean, then they go live. End of. You put them through testing when they are working. Well, I'll be doing that first thing in the morning. We are linked with an Irish called. Okay. How is he older or is he young or what? Couldn't you just take a look to see if they are working? Not at the moment. Because I have, the last time I was on about them, I had run out of credits. So I need to upgrade in case they need to do a test run, or in case that one of the lanes is faulty and it can be fixed. Why do this in the morning? Haven't I just explained that? Right. Now, with the Matey Magpie show, the object of that is 10-minute pilot. 10-minute pilot works, and you all like it, it goes to a half-an-hour show, which means scripts. Writing script for mum, dad, kids. There's 3 kids, grandpa and grandma. Have you told UC about the betting slip? Why do I need to tell UC about the betting slip? Explain that one. Because it does not have paid on the betting slip. It just has 16 to 1. So why should I? Paul, why don't you edit your videos? Because video editing is quite complex from what I've heard. So I wanted to be able to pay somebody to do that. Could be laundering. That could be money laundering. What? Having a bet? That doesn't even make sense. You need to take a step back and stop throwing cash at AI platforms. You're literally starving yourself. I said, and I'll repeat those words just in case your ears is like blocked with wax. I said I had put in the paperwork to my journal, artificial intelligence and YouTube. That means YouTube has to grow to 2000 to show it can hit 2000, and then the AI is the apps, which tomorrow we find out. So they already know what's coming. I would like to have that by October. That would be epic. That would mean I could employ on 300k, I could employ a video editor to mix the videos that I do. I record them, I send them to that person, they mix them, and then they post them. And I could also hire cameraman to, when I'm coming to St James's Park, he has the camera pointing at me. Pardon me. So that's if you get 300,000. It's just a start. I've been asked by YouTube official account to inform them if the chat is out of hand or anyone. What? And who is ever going to even do that? Could do a live stream 24/7. Apparently, if you do a live stream 24/7, it absolutely wipes you out. And of the current channels on YouTube, there will be a channel for gaming. No special offers, David. No. I won't have language like that. Would love to watch you dream. How's TikTok dating going? It's not. There is 4 women on the horizon. And they're from Europe. Just letting you know. Yep, 4 Benny. 2 brunette, 2 blonde. And all you're going to find out is they are from Europe. How old are they? The oldest one is 51, and the youngest is 33 or 34. No, not Swedish. How much do they cost? Nothing. Jack is saying, if 300k is the start, what's the finish? Oh, it's well over $1 million. Well over. Well, they're in Europe. They're in Europe. And I'm here in the UK. So it's like, it's kind of up to them if they want to come across. It's entirely up to them. Are they Russian? No. They're European. Europe and Russia, they're 2 different places. At least the last time I checked in geography. Anyway. Yeah, that's correct. Single 58 Rushcliffe. have they said they want to visit? No, not yet, but it could happen. You still got those fly traps in the kitchen? Are you keeping those? Yeah, I live with the farm at the back. Farm, flies, yeah. Russia is in Europe, Paul. No, it's not. Do you have a favourite out of all of them? Two? How will I pay for 4 girls? I'm not. I'm not paying for 4 girls. Gordon Bennett. So to Jan Blinks, the channel is about Newcastle United Football Club, music, apps, cryptocurrency, days out, and more. Do you know that the European Union and the European continent are not the same thing? Okay. Why don't you visit them? Well, that's possible. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Depending where Newcastle United in September, October happen to rack up for a match, it may be possible. What continent do you think Russia is in? Russia is the biggest continent on planet Earth, mate. 11 time zones. Nice and specific. Have you come off UC this month? It's coming. And Benny is saying laughing out loud. So I'm looking at this moment in time, the intro, for this YouTube channel. What? Stevie G, Russia is the biggest place on planet Earth, country-wise. Right, so Russia is in Europe. Okay. Is that because it's next to Sweden and Estonia? Is that why? After what? Really? Man, it's warm today. So I'm waiting for a text message to see if the doctor surgery has the medication. UK is a country. Well, yes, it's an island actually. The British Isles. Eastern Russia is Asia. Western Russia is Europe. Okay. Tired of arguing. So, I'm hoping something on the Newcastle front is going to happen. Hoping. Because it's gone a bit quiet. Benny, I'll Google it. You know what it is. You're right, Benny. Yeah, you're right. Hold my hands up. You're right. It says yes, Russia is considered part of Europe, specifically Eastern Europe. So yes, you're spot on. That was easy. That was so easy, wasn't it? Huh? So easy. So yeah. There is your answer. When I have made a big amount on subscribers, all moderators will earn. And how you're going to earn is this. You know, when people do super chats, yeah, the more super chats come in, you get to share it. Any photos of the 4 birds? There is photographs, but I'm not showing you the photographs because I don't know if they're going to come. So there you go. No point showing you somebody who may never come. Dan saying, I wouldn't hold your breath, Benny. What was Benny saying there? What was Benny saying? Oh, can I get paid? The last didn't earn a bean. The last super chat was in May, I believe, and that was $5.99. When that $5.99 came in, almost instantly as it came in, someone turned around and goes, "Oh, I'm going to inform Universal Credit," and you did just that. So there. And the nice person I spoke to the other day wants me to send in the bank statements of all my millions and millions that's stashed away in another fantasy world where I've got a Lamborghini Countach outside and a Ferrari. And then you woke up. Have you ever applied for The Apprentice? No. The timer counted to 0 and then there was note. The biggest ideas I have sit on an exchange, and those ideas are much bigger than any money I would make off any apps. So there you go. Code Cowboy. What happens if they don't go live? Well, I have somebody who is working on the process of saying to Circle, which is the NHS in Nottingham, to fix the shoulders, both shoulders, and a knee. The quicker that gets done, the quicker I can go into the city centre, show my driving licence, have a medical, and start route learning. And it's as fast as that because I know the job, and yes, I'm in a new city, which is why I said route learning. And there is potential to grow. Yeah, Benny, do you know why? Because the person I spoke to when I went to West Bridgeford, they turned round and mentioned as part of health condition. All it takes is 2 incisions, stick the hoover in both sides, move all the crap out, stitch up, a few sessions of physiotherapy. Then I go and say, there's my driving license, there's my card, let's go. And I start route learning. You know, why? I will have to get the answer from Circle in Nottingham. I don't have the answer. Well, I can say this much. This new person who is assisting me, he carries a bit of clout. So when he speaks, people sit up and listen. And he knows about the shoulders. He knows about the knee. Because he's seen me with a walking stick. And, you know, if it's the case where I have my knee taken off and replaced with something else, then I can start to walk properly again and possibly run. I'm done running for ages. Ever going to reveal who this man in power is? Yeah, I spoke about him last night. Bok Bok. Did you not? Yeah, did you have the headphones on or something? Because I did definitely mention him yesterday. Oh, those spasms. Oh Lord. They. I'll show you. I'll show you. Right. I'm going to try and show you is this. Yeah. Now, this is left. This is right. Yeah. Can you see what's a little bit odd? There. Can you see it? Right there. The line. That's where the spasm was last night. And that spasm had the painkillers, and it also had the dip heat, which certain people turned around last night and said, "Oh, why are you doing that? Why are you doing this? And why are you doing the other?" And I was like, in pain. Like, I will rub deep heat on my left knee, whether you want me to or not. Because if I'm in pain, I'm going to do that. And that's the reason why I got the new tube. Yeah, brand new tube. And the only downside of it was, this might make you laugh, but I came out of the shop and I took 3 pictures, which I'll share in a post after this live. One is of a famous actor who is sadly no longer with us, but he was brilliant. And he starred in a drama with a genius, a comic genius. But it was years and years ago when I was a kid. And there was 3 pictures. When I sat down, I got up across the road, crossed the road, got to the corner and went, oh man, coffee. And I'd just been, I had just been in Tesco's. And yeah, that was bizarre. But that bit in the city centre, wow, wait. I was kind of lucky because some of the curbs are a bit higher than what you would normally find on a road. And that's why I was lucky. Because if I had felt that way, then I wouldn't be last night. I wouldn't be here today. So yeah, bit lucky. I went ice skating years and years ago, David. Place called Whitley Bay, and I learnt the hard way. You don't fall over, and if you do fall over, you get straight back up because it's a bizarre experience ice skating. I can't roller skate to save me life, but I can ice skate. And if you remember it, if you've ever been to Whitley Bay Ice Rink, there is like a box at the bottom end where like your DJ would be. And I kind of crashed into that and flew straight over the top of it and landed abruptly. Got up, shook myself, got straight back on the ice. And yeah, but I can ice skate. I can go backwards as well on ice. So I can do that. It's possible, Jeremy. I mean, it is possible. Anything's possible. Yeah, I mean, I would have to tell them about it, but like, I don't get the attacks like every month. It's when it decides, it's kind of like a supermoon. You know that you don't see a supermoon all the time. You just see a supermoon when it decides to appear. There is a place, David. There is a place very close by that does that. Seeing there are taxi jobs getting 50,000 a year. Yeah, but you've got to pass a knowledge test to be a taxi driver. Well, I've left that to somebody else, cowboy. Somebody else is looking into that, and it's just joining both of these communities on Solana and Polygon and speaking to them over the next few months between now and September to see who wants to work on games. Singapore Airlines have many jobs available. Singapore Airlines. I live in the UK. Do you know what I mean? Well, bok. There is something which is on an exchange that needs to be verified. And I'm going to verify it so that it comes out onto the exchange to be bought and sold. So if there is a need to pay somebody to work on games, like a team, that can be covered. Uh, I'm not sure on that one, AE, because The training to become a bus driver normally takes 6 months. Yeah, cowboy, you're very, very sure I won't make a single penny. Yeah, you are. You're very sure. Department of Works and Pensions. What was that one? What was that one? Do the Department of Works and Pensions know about your assets? Yes, they do. The assets aren't active. If the assets were active, I wouldn't be on benefits, Colin. I wouldn't need benefits. So there we go. And between now and August, those assets will be posted on all forms of social media, including one I'm not on. And you probably know which one I'm not on. Why do you think people will buy your crypto? Because it offers a thing called utility, cowboy. It forms an ecosystem, cowboy. Who will buy your crypto? You can't convince a single person. I can't tell you to believe, or, you've got your own mind. You're an adult. Well, I hope you're an adult. So you've got your own mind. And to all of you who don't believe, well, when it comes out and I post the link onto social media, then it's up to you whether you click the link, join the exchange, or you say no. But what you've got to understand, there's 27 people here in chat right now, and there's about 8 billion people on planet Earth. Yeah. So you don't believe, and there's 8 billion people on planet Earth. So you are in the tiny, tiny percentage compared with the larger figure, which is 8 billion people. Do you see? If it works, I'll give you 1,000. Well, one thing I'm going to say to you is this, right? The bits that run the exchange, and this is to Cowboy and to Cowboy alone. If you're going to put money up, yeah, why not make it really interesting? Yeah, put your. It's an old saying I grew up with. Put your money where your mouth is. Yeah. So the the stuff which is on an exchange that goes live, right? It goes live. The All the links are posted to all forms of social media, and you, cowboy, you donate 50k to Alzheimer's or Dementia UK when you see the links. Because if you don't believe and you're willing to put money on the line, be brave. Yeah? Put your money where your mouth is. I've worked in crypto for years. I know the space well. Okay. Well, you know that there are two things in crypto. One is issued and the other is reissued. Am I correct? Oh, I see. Okay, you're right. Yeah, you're right. You're stopping a scam. Okay. You believe it's a scam. That's fine. You can. If you believe things I'm talking about are a scam, I want no part of chatting to you here. So, you're in a timeout for 24 hours. So there you go. Because scamming people is not nice. And for somebody to come in and say, I'm trying to scam people, well, no. Because if you look in previous videos, and you'll have to look a few years back, I show you the asset, each one. You'll just have to have a look through my videos and you'll see them. And to those people who still think, well, please trot on because I haven't got time or the energy. How do you decide what to put in the background in the CGI? I don't. Combined net worth assets of 79 pence. Well, never mind, never mind. Oh, you talking about this? Oh, where did I put it? Where did I put it? Is this what you're talking about? Yeah? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah? Yes? Made in Britain? Maidstone, Kent? Is this what you're talking about? Where I'm trying to scam people? Because I had a haircut? Is that what you're trying to say? You see, me and my brother had a bet years ago. And the bet was this. Most blokes, right, go bald. Most blokes lose the hair at the crown, at the back. Yeah? About there. And some lose it here. Yeah? Take the very famous Alan Shearer. From here, there was a little tuft there, and then there was a bit in the mid that was missing, and a bit back here. So Alan decided, shave it all off. Now, the bottle I've just showed you, what I do with the bottle is this. So please tell me, yeah, this is what we're going to be doing. Just wet me hair. Yeah? Please tell me. Please. Feel free. So where is this? Yeah? Where's this a scam? Where is this a scam? Come on. I'm asking you to buy it? No. I'm showing you me applying it, which is not a scam because it's well documented. So when you go on about stuff, like obviously I've just put the rosemary oil on my hair, your hair does grow. But I'm not selling it to you. I'm showing you it. So that can't be a scam. And one other thing I did, I bought something. I went to Amazon to buy it. There are multiple different versions. That it has ball bearings there. And all you do with that is massage the top of your head. Again, I'm not trying to sell you it. So it can't be a scam. You see, a lot of people, yeah, say about stuff. Oh, he's trying to scam again and scam this. I'm showing you something. It is on TikTok, but I'm showing you it. And like I said earlier, to somebody else, you're an adult. It's your choice. There we go. Bald. You're bald. Who? Who's bald? Who? Who's bald? Who? No, this is called a grade 1. Now, if I took the guard from the shaver off, that would be bald. But grade 1 is not. It used to be classed in the old days, in the 60s and the 70s and 80s, skinhead. That's not bald. And if you can look at the side of where the cup is, the plate back there, yeah, you can see the hair. And like I just said, just a little bit before, I'm not selling you it. I'm showing you it. So there you go. There's nothing at the front and a little on top. Okay. There you go. Paul, it's a scam because it doesn't work and because you're trying. I'm not. No, I'm not. You see, that's a misconception. I am showing you a demo. I'm not saying to you what the price is. If I'm not mentioning a price to you, I'm not selling it to you. So there. See, I'm one thing as well, and I mentioned this earlier. Charities, dementia, Alzheimer's. Both charities speak about what's in here. Yeah? Now, I use this. So there. And I will use that 3 times a day, every day, until there's nothing left. Now, that works in one place only. Right there. And I haven't told you where it's from, and I haven't told you how much. So, there we go. Well, who is it? Who just said that? Who? Universal credit. No wonder he has got no cash. Rubbish and AI platforms. So, right. To that person, yeah, spending cash, yeah. That thing I've just took, that little capsule, is a free sample. This is a free sample. The rosemary oil isn't. It comes as a pack. You get Jamaican castor oil and rosemary oil in the same. Right. Dave Wells. Do you think Universal Credit would approve of your attempt to scam people online? I am showing you a demo, nothing else. So if you want to interpret it as that, I'll go back when I show them the video. If you do decide to report that, I'll go back to them and turn around and say, where do I mention the price? And then who looks silly? Benny is saying, can you tell me those pills so I can avoid? I'm not going to tell you them. I just tell you that at the end of the day, they work in one place and one place only. I'm not going to say nothing, bok about the work or not work. I'm taking it. I'm using it every day because I saw the effects of dementia and Alzheimer's. I've seen it and it ain't nice. So I'm using that to comprehend it. Well, you'll have to go back to the start, Leonard, unfortunately. Well, okay. In every single thing I'm showing you, in product-wise, there are never, ever a price mentioned. You think that's a scam? Float your boat on it. So, well, yes, a little percentage I make if they buy from the shop. Yeah, you buy you if you buy anything at any shop, the retailer has a little bit of profit, but you have to buy it. It doesn't come through by going, ooh, I'll have that. It doesn't work that way. You have to physically buy it, which means you have to exchange money with the shop. That's how it works. So there's your scam. You have an incentive to get us to buy it. Did I say that? No, I just simply did a demonstration, nothing else. There's a very old saying, very, very old saying. You can drag a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. And that is very true. No discount code at all. You buy, you don't, you don't. Simple as that. So, and I'm going to price it up today, this morning, a cream. And the cream is by them. And that's as much as I'm going to say to you. You will see me applying the cream, and that is it. So, thank you all for being in here today. Some of you made me chuckle. And catch you all later. Have a wonderful day.